Hello and welcome everybody. This is Rick Xtra here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. And today we're going to take a look at the new AirArms S510 XS Ultimate Sporter. This thing's pretty doggone cool. We're going to go through it, give you guys an idea of what this gun's all about. Stay with us. All right, so let's jump right in. Ultimate Sporter, what does that mean? Well, in the S510 line with AirArms, that means you're getting this very, very cool stock. This stock is fully adjustable. Everything on this you can tailor to how you want to hold the gun, how you want to shoulder it. Very, very awesome. The XS, this is the S510 XS Ultimate Sporter. The XS stands for that it's regulated. Now what that means for you guys out there that don't know what a regulator is, it's a device that sits in there and it measures out particular pressure so that every shot's consistent. So in front of the regulator, you have more pressure. Behind the regulator, you have a consistent pressure so that every time you pull the trigger, you're getting the same basic velocity. That's what a regulator does. It regulates the output for better consistency. Now, this also has adjustable power. We talk about adjustable power here. There's 5 power settings. In the old models of the S510, it was just a knob, and you turned it, you set it, you had to keep checking it because it may rotate on you. Not anymore. You probably can hear this on the mic. Okay, so there's a little ball detent in there. You have 5 power settings. So you can go from low power, which is just really low at 230 feet per second, to 450, to 650, to 790, to 850. So on full power, you're getting a lot of energy and you're getting a lot of knockdown power, which is very, very cool. Now, if you're gonna have a gun like this at this price point, you're gonna wanna have some good glass. And I really went to Hawke and said, guys, I need a really good scope for this gun, and they hooked me up. This is the Sidewinder first focal plane, 4-16. This thing is awesome. The first focal plane means that as you increase the magnification, the reticle comes with you. It actually grows with you so that at every mil dot, every spacing stays consistent, whether you're at 4 power or 16 power. The spacing between the hashes and dashes and all the whiz bangs in the reticle remain the same. That's really, really useful if you're out hunting at various distances. Because if I'm shooting up close and I want to crank this to 4, and I know that at close I've got to shoot at, you know, this holdover, this hold under, or whatever it is, it's the same whether I'm at 4 or 10. If I want to shoot long range and I need to hold over and I'm at like 10 power, it's the same holdover as if I'm at 16 power. So because it's first focal plane, that reticle comes with you, it stays very consistent. This kind of glass is super nice on a rifle like this, whether I'm bench rest shooting or whether I'm out hunting. This is what I want on my gun at this price point. Now this gun is an expensive air gun and there's a reason for it. It's built exquisitely well. Everything in this just cycles like butter. It's a side lever action, so you never have that sort of binding that you may get on a rear bolt type of a gun. This has a mechanical advantage, so it's much easier to cock. My wife loves the AirArms guns because they're so easy for her to shoot. Some of the rear bolts, they bind, you wind up double feeding them. They're not as nice as a side lever. I really like the side lever, and there's very few people that do it as well as AirArms does. It's super, super good. Now, they have a 10-shot rotary magazine here, and the way this works, you simply rotate it and drop your pellet in. When you put this back, you simply slide it in, close the side lever, and now you're ready to shoot. There's a crossbolt safety down here, and I'll go ahead and take a shot at 112 yards here. Let's see here. Okay, 112 yards. There it is, just like that. Let's talk about some real accuracy. If you're buying a gun like this, you either want to go out hunting and you want it to be as accurate as possible, or you're a target shooter and you want something that just puts them in the same hole. I mean, that's why you buy a product like this. At 112 yards, like I was shooting, it's all day. I can just drop them on that metal target and it's easy. At 50 yards, I can cut holes like that pretty much all day as well. Now, going through the testing on this rifle, I want you guys to sort of see the progression of kind of my learning curve with it. So I'm going to be showing some video down here of how this rifle performed for me. first thing I wanted to do is see how well it was going to do at full power. That's 850 feet per second. And it did pretty good, but I think I'm pushing the pellets a little bit too hard at that velocity. I wanted to see if maybe slowing it down a little bit gave me more consistency. And sure enough, it did. I dropped down to the next setting, and that's doing 790. And 790, at the extreme spread on that's like 2 or 3 feet per second. It's really nothing. So at 50 yards, the first shot I took on the new power setting, I saw where the pellet dropped. And then from then on, I just used that holdover kind of to see where it was going, how the wind was doing. And as you can see through these shot groups, I got better and better and more consistent until finally that last group sort of lined it up. I was out of diamonds at that point, but I put it at the top of the big diamond, and you can just see the pellets just cut one solid hole. Now that I understand what this gun will do, that's the kind of groups I'm getting pretty much across the board. That's the kind of shooting that this gun will deliver. A little practice, a little time, and this thing's just awesome. Now I'm shooting the Air Arms 25.4 grain pellets, and I really haven't had to look elsewhere. Those seem to be very consistent and very accurate. I'm very happy with them. So when you put all this together, what do you got? You got an exceptionally good air gun. Man, I tell you, I've been in this sport a long time. Well, a long time for me. And I've shot everything from $100 brake barrels, $50 brake barrels, up to multi-$1,000 air guns. This is one of the best. It's buttery smooth. The trigger's fully adjustable. The stock is fully adjustable. The regulator works great. It's got awesome control over your power output. You add some really good glass like this Hawke scope, and I mean, it just makes your shooting experience that much more enjoyable. Guys, that's going to wrap it up. I want to say thank you to Pyramid Air for sponsoring AirgunWeb in these videos. Before you buy your next air gun, or when you go to get your next air gun, your next batch of air gun supplies, take a look at their website, www.pyramidair.com, and let them know that Rick sent you their way. My name's Rick Xtra here with AirgunWeb. We're going to tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.